Welcome back, Vikings, to MPTV. I'm Isaac.
And I'm Olivia. We have a fantastic Friday broadcast planned for this morning, but first, would everyone please stand for a moment of silence? Now please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today we will be having BBQ pulled pork with baked potato, a roll, and green beans for lunch. And in case you didn't know, today we will be on an assembly schedule. Our morning classes will be like normal, but the afternoon classes will be 10 minutes shorter.
On November 20th, there will be a guidance roundtable meeting at 8 a.m. in the auditorium. There will also be an Air Force rep table in the main foyer during A and B lunches.
On November 21st, there will be a sophomore student council meeting at 8 a.m. in room M16.
Next week, from Wednesday, November 22nd to Friday, November 24th, there will be no school for Thanksgiving break.
Snowball is coming up December 2nd, Vikings. Snowball will take place in the junior high MLC from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. The entrance will be at the MLC door number 7. The MLC doors will open at 7:30 for pictures.
Tickets for Snowball will be available during A and B lunch. Make sure if you are bringing a student from another school to fill out the guest form. If you are getting pictures, order forms will be available as we get closer to Snowball.
If your closet is full of good pairs of shoes that you don't wear, you might want to donate them to the Hostess Shoe Drive. The shoe drive will end on January 10th, and we'll have less than 2 months to reach our goal of 2,500 pairs of shoes.
Any type of shoes will be accepted, but any shoes that have rips or tears cannot be accepted. There will be Fun Fridays with various awards for participation. If you have any questions, please contact Mrs. McCauley.
This year, the school musical is Footloose. If you are interested, auditions will be held November 29th and the 30th.
To sign up for an audition time, you can go to mphsfootlooseauditions.youcanbookme.com. Anyone can audition for the musical. You do not need to have been in choir or have been in choir in the past.
The auditions process will consist of a monologue, song, and dance. Ms. Schaefer will be holding choreography practices after school on Saturday, November 18th from 2:30 to 3:30, and Tuesday, November 21st from 3:15 to 5 in the high school choir room.
The last choreography practice will take place Monday, November 27th from 3:30 to 6 in the auditorium. Callbacks will take place on December 1st after school.
You can scan the QR codes for audition sign-ups in the audition packet. If you have any questions, please contact Ms. Schaefer and Mrs. McCutcheon.
Now to Cajun Braylon with sports.
Good morning, Norposy, and welcome back to MPSN. I'm Cage. Cage Christie.
And I'm Braylon Gaines. Girls swim opens their season tomorrow at Mount Vernon. Good luck, ladies.
If you haven't heard already, the football team won regionals last Friday after driving 3 hours to play Triton Central. The support of you, the students, and all the parents and alumni was truly unbelievable. The fact we had almost the same amount of people as them and we had to travel 3 hours is amazing. So this is from everyone from the football team and MPTV. Thank you guys.
But now it's time for an overview of the regional game. Triton started with the ball and got to the opposite 35-yard line, but our defense stood tall and made them turn it over on downs.
Then on the 5th play of the Vikings' first drive, Colton Gardner blasted through the middle and took off for a 51-yard rushing touchdown.
Triton once again turns it over on downs. And then Liam punches himself into the end zone from the 1-yard line.
Triton then gets the ball back and scores a touchdown. But then the Vikings get the ball back and Liam once again finds the end zone to make it 21-7 with us in the lead at half.
Thanks to the student section for not moving during halftime. Let's continue to stay in one spot.
Yes, that would be very appreciated. But anyway, after coming out of the locker room, there was great defense played by both sides in the third quarter with a scoreless quarter.
With 6 minutes left in the fourth, Liam gets his hat trick with another rushing touchdown. 28-7 with the Vikes in the lead, and everyone can smell the regional trophy.
But we can't celebrate too soon. The Tritons quarterback airs it out to the end zone.
And it's picked by Jed. The Vikes get the ball and run some time off the clock.
Then the Tigers get the ball back and finally scored another touchdown. The 2-point conversion was failed.
Speaking of failing, that's what their onside kick did.
Well, apparently the whole game plan did too. But after a couple kneel downs, North Posey football has its first regional title since 2005, and we're not done. Final score 28-13.
Next game is tomorrow at 4 o'clock for the semi-state title against Southmont. The theme is Red Out.
There's still time to buy a ticket online for $12. We finally have a home postseason game again, so make sure to show up and show out for our last game at the Cornfield. Pack the stands tight. But now we're taking a look at weather with a new solo weather guy, Seth.
Good morning, North Posey, and welcome back to the Weather Corner. It's been a quiet week. Thank you, Braylon. And as far as the weather, with temperatures close to average finally. This weekend is looking similar to this past weekend, with the exceptions of a spotty shower or two this morning. But other than that, yeah. Yes. Well, for the weather, Friday is 65 with a low of 32. Saturday is 56 and a low of 30. Sunday is 61 with a low of 42, and Monday is 58 with a low of 48. Now sending it back to the main for a special segment.
Today we have a special appearance from Mrs. Wilson to tell us more about North Posey's art program. Take it away, Mrs. Wilson.
Hi, I'm Miss Wilson. I'm the high school art teacher. Here at the high school we have a variety of art classes, and those break down into 2D classes and 3D classes. Introduction to Art is the first class. It is both 2D and 3D. So in the fall it's 2D, and in the spring it's 3D. The other classes that take place in this room, that are the 2D classes, are Advanced 2D 1, Advanced 2D 2, and AP Drawing. Advanced 2D 1, students learn about a variety of art materials. So watercolor, acrylic painting, printmaking, drawing, charcoal, pastel, colored pencil, all those sorts of things. In Advanced 2, they start to get more freedom, and students begin planning their own sequences of artworks. And by the time they're in AP, the AP requirement is that they plan a 15 artwork series that is all on the same theme. So our AP students right now, we have 5 of them, and they're doing works that vary between, we have a student doing self-portraits that deal with vices and virtues, and we have students dealing with pets and emotions, and students dealing with relationships in the animal kingdom, like predator-prey relationships, and all these different portfolios are going on and being built at the same time. Introduction to 3D art is the beginning of the three-dimensional art sequence. Intro to 3D art deals with one term in the ceramics room, where we learn the basics of ceramics, and then one term in the other room, where we learn other 3D art materials. So things like wire, or paper mache, origami, cardboard building, are all part of the introductory sequence. Once you've done the introductory sequence, if you're interested in continuing, then the option for 3D is to go on to ceramics. So this is our ceramics room. We have a very, very large ceramics room. Awesome facilities here. We've got 15 wheels, we have 2 kilns, and we have our own mixing station. So our whole process is in-house. Our ceramics classes are both hand building and throwing. So students alternate between throwing projects and hand building projects. In the introductory level, they make mugs, bowls, plates, lidded vessels. They also, for the hand building portion, do things like make pinch pot animals, or make coil vases, or slab molded plates. And they learn different glaze techniques as well. In the Ceramics 2 curriculum, they're sort of taking everything up a notch. So they make things like tea sets and chip and dip bowls, large pitchers and big bases. They learn things like throwing in parts or how to imitate real life with their ceramic pieces. So making things that might look like a towel but is really like a ceramic piece. So that is what we have to offer in the ceramics curriculum. And in future, if you are actually a freshman taking art, you would have the option to do that sequence plus AP 3D. So that's a new class that we're offering for next year. Other things going on in the art room right now. We actually have 2 shows out in the community right now. We have the Hoosier Salon Posey County Senior Art Show going on. We have 22 seniors in that show right now, which is amazing. That's a huge portion of the senior class involved in advanced level art classes. And several of those seniors won awards in the show. That show is up and available to be viewed at the Hoosier Salon until December 8th. We, in addition to that, have a few artworks at Central Office, at the Superintendent's office here. And starting in December, we'll have a show of introductory pastel works at the clinic in Wadesville. Finally, in December, we'll be putting up work for the Holiday Bash as well. And that will be a large show in the foyer from all different levels of art classes. We have 2 extracurriculars in the art room associated with art. We have the Fine Arts Academic Bowl teams, 2-time state champions. So if you're interested in art or music, that's a great group to join. Art Club is also a great club to be a part of. We're doing ornament making coming up, and we also have face painting associated with the holiday events that are going on right now.
About the North Posey Art Program. Now let's take a look at some of the students' artworks. We have pieces from each art class to showcase different art skills, and we would like to thank Ms. Wilson for the interview and pictures, and can't wait to see another new artwork this year. Now sending it over to another Top 5 with Ian and Braylon.
Hello Vikings, and welcome back to another Top 5.
That's right. We asked you what your favorite student section themes were. And at number 5 is Senior Citizens.
At number 4 is Minions. The student section looked amazingly dressed up as the creature from the Despicable Me franchise.
At number 3 is White Lies.
At number 2 is Construction Zone. That caution sign is definitely needed to... It's definitely needed how loud it is in the construction site for the student section.
Yeah, I agree. And finally, at number 1 is Cowboys and Westerns.
Thank you for everyone who voted for the Top 5.
Good luck to our football team tomorrow. We hope to see everyone dressed in red packing the stands tomorrow at 4.
From the MPVT team, signing off.